That was tough. That was really tough. But we're back down. Oh man, that got me. I need food and some water. I am coming back from a small Trader Joe's outing. Today is Monday, the start of Mission Race Ready. What I do want to do with this Mission Race Ready is highlight and really capture my training, the physical aspect of it, but as well as the mental aspect, and kind of talk about how I have trained in the past and how I'm going forward and the things that I'm doing differently this training cycle. So right now I am pretty much at ground zero. I've been working my way up, trying to get in extra miles, but what I really want to emphasize is where I started and kind of like the times that I'm starting at, the mental and physical condition that I'm in. Am I weak-minded on the trails? Is it really hard for me to push? That sort of thing. And then to just track that progress as time goes on to see, okay, look, I can whip out a 16-mile run with 4,000 feet of elevation gain. No problem, I can do it with a smile on my face because I've worked up to it. This is not something you really do like couch to ultramarathon. I have been running for over 12 years now. Competitively probably 10, and a lot of that was like cross country, high school, middle school, but I still have a very strong basis for what a training plan needs to look like, and how that needs to be executed, and the importance of really building slowly and creating that base. And that's hopefully the structure of this Mission Race Ready. So yeah, I hope you guys follow along. I just got dropped off at a trailhead somewhere in California. I'm not sure about it. Really not sure about it. My plan was to go run, but this is definitely not the park I thought it was. I guess that looks a bit more promising. There's an actual trail sign. I'm gonna take the trail and see where it goes. I guess it can't hurt. I'm hoping to get in like a, I don't know, maybe 5, 8, I don't know. It looks like a lot of trails out here. I just don't want to get lost. I have a tendency to do that sometimes, so we'll see how difficult they are too. This looks pretty uphill. Today I am running / power hiking for time because my Garmin watch is not cooperating. I prefer to run miles. That way I can see what my mileage is and know my pace. But today I'm just running for time. So you gotta do what you gotta do. And at the end of the day, you're pretty much just gunning for time on your feet. Basically, in this training cycle, I'm trying to imitate more of what the trail in these races is gonna be like. Okay, hello. I did the Bandera 100 in 2018, and I wasn't really ready for the terrain, and I also didn't really look at the elevation profile. I was just like, yeah, I can do it. Most of my training for that race was on flat ground. Grassy flat ground, which is not at all what that race is like. There's one section called the racetrack that's kind of like that. The Franklin Mountains race, which I'll be doing in November, is very technical, rocky, and there's 8,000 feet of elevation gain and 8,000 feet loss, just about. So what I'm trying to do is prepare my body and soul for that kind of up and down, because I'm not used to it. So anytime I get a chance to run up a mountain or run up hills like I am today, I take it. Even though I'm just building up to my marathon base and just getting that foundation laid, I'm doing quality miles and making sure that the terrain matches as closely as possible to what I'll be seeing not too far from now. So I want to be as prepared as I can be. And now that I'm in Tucson and have overnights all over the country, I'm able to more fully train. Today I am going to, yesterday I worked a turn, I got 4 hours of sleep. Today I am going to head out to the gym for the first time in the last week. I got food poisoning over the 4th of July holiday and was pretty much out for the week. I was fortunate to get in a 12-mile and a 7-mile run before that, but that was all my mileage for that week, and that happens. So if you get sick during your training cycle, the best thing to do is to take the necessary time to recover. Today is the first day I'm feeling actually somewhat decent, and it's been probably 5 days. I didn't think that it would take me out for that long, but here I am. So for me, I have done it where I've just tried to push through, and the next day I'm out there running, and that usually sets me back 4 to 5 runs, which is not worth it to get in one run. It's just not worth it, and your body doesn't thank you. Your training log does not thank you. It's not good on the whole. So as excited as you might be to get back out there, or as driven as you are to get back focused on your goals, part of working towards your goals is to be fully recovered and to get in those quality miles rather than just quantity. Mindset is a big part of this game, and for me, I just decided, okay, I'm gonna let that go. I'm not gonna be angry about it. We're gonna think about other things. We're gonna think about appreciation for the body, have gratitude towards myself, and move past this. Next week will be another week. Monday I wasn't able to run. That was yesterday. Today's Tuesday, and here we go. Hopefully my run will be good. One thing I wanted to mention as far as the marathon build goes is this is not marathon training right now. This is just a build so that I can start training for a 50K. The natural progression is marathon, 50K, 50K, 100K, 100K, 100 mile. But I'm not really, I don't have a marathon planned. So I'm just going to either make my own marathon or not run one and just hop into the 50K. However, that being said, this is a very long process and a very gradual, slow build. It's really a good thing to have a mindset that is focused on the overall picture, not one run at a time. Yes, you break it down that way, but you've got to assess yourself on the whole. What is this run today specifically doing for my training progress on the whole? Yesterday I took my 3 miles slow. Though I wanted to speed it up, I knew I had this run today, so I wanted to be thinking ahead and be thinking about the big picture. And so I break it, I think, first about the whole training progress, the whole training process on the whole each month. And I break it down to each week. What am I doing this week? How am I going to be successful this week? Where am I going to run? How am I going to run? What times? That sort of thing. What will I be eating? And then from there, you break it into each day. All right, before I get back out there, one more thing. As time goes on and as the weeks progress, my long runs will get longer, number one, and they'll look more like race day. So I won't take long breaks. But I think in the beginning stages, it's very important to not go super hard, and it's important to not get super motivated and very inspired and then go hard and act like you're in the race and it's race conditions, race mindset, because that's how you get burnt out really quick. I hate it when I'm stopped so long that it goes beep, autosave. Like, you know what? Stop it, Garmin. I'll start running again when I feel like it, okay? That was neat. There are some fun deer in velvet, it looks like, out there. So on this run, I've got this bottle, which is about 500 milliliters. Don't ask me how much that really is. Oh, look, there they are. There they are. They're up there. 15 miles complete. I'm so salty. It's kind of gross. Time to hydrate. Oh yeah. Look at all that salt. Oh yeah. For this training cycle, I just really want to focus on those long runs. I feel like when I did the Bandera 100K last year, I didn't, well, I was training in Peru, which is great because I was training at elevation, but I missed a lot of my long runs and instead did the same amount of mileage. I just evened it out throughout the week, so I'd run like 8, 8, 8, 8, then a 20-mile run, and I think that was okay, but I noticed at the end of the race I didn't have the endurance I thought I should have had. So this training cycle, we're really going to focus more on the long runs and getting those done, because that's time on your feet, and that time on your feet is training. If you don't train, it'll show up on the race day. So, oh, my head's not in it. Oh, wow! I thought I could do that. My legs are already sore. I also did a leg workout yesterday at the gym, which, let's see what we have in the fridge. The point of this is to get in some good protein, at least 20 grams after you've had a hard workout, hard run, any sort of workout really, swim, that sort of thing, and then also your carb. And it's going to be a 3-to-1 carb to protein ratio. I don't really get too precise on that. I pretty much just eat a meal. I try and time my runs so that I can have my meal after the fact. And then of course always healthy fats, just so that you stay fuller for longer and it's good for you. I think what sets apart elite athletes from just your middle of the pack runners is recovery. If you want to take running seriously, then you need to take your recovery seriously. And that includes your food. What you're eating after, what time you're eating after you run. These are all really important things. Look at that, yum. Let's eat. We are gonna go run right over here. There's a nice little path along the way. I think I'm only gonna do about 4, because yesterday I did 10 plus a workout in the gym. And this week I've got some trails that I want to run. So like I said, I'm going to save the majority of my long run and longer miles for the trails rather than just the sidewalk. This is going to be a fun run though. Nice, easy 4. Ah, so nice. It is 60 degrees out. The wind is blowing. It's a little dreary outside, but nothing too crazy. Beautiful, beautiful weather. So happy to be out right now. 5-hour break from work, I'll take it. Okay, another run in the books. I got about 2 hours of sleep last night, so I really didn't want to push it. 4 miles is great. I am happy and thankful for that. And I feel pretty good. No hurts or aches or pains. So I'm gonna take a nap now, recover, and also eat some protein and carbs. Either before I've eaten or after I've eaten, I make sure to stretch. I don't always get the chance to stretch. I don't always have the time, but when I do have the time, I do my best to at least do 5 minutes of stretching, just legs and maybe a little arms. It is 5:30 now, so I'm gonna head out and get this show on the road. Woo! Get excited, get excited, huh? Get excited, get excited. I probably shouldn't waste any energy because this mountain is steep, let me tell you. Both up and down, it hurts. Woohoo! Check out that sunrise. It's coming up. I don't even know what time it is. I think it's probably around 6:30 or 7, and it is pretty much full daylight. That sun is in the sky, let me tell you. Whew. I'm on my first lap up Wasson. I've got to go down, back up the harder side, the steeper side, and then I'll go back down one more time. Right now I'm feeling pretty fresh and pretty good. Sorry if this is shaky, but we're on the steepest part. It only gets steeper. But if you keep a smile, it helps. And it hurts your brain to thinking you're having fun most of the time. Today is a hard day. Yesterday was supposed to be a recovery day. Recovery runs are the most important. And if you're hitting them really, really hard, then they're not a recovery run. So since that's the case, I probably won't be running tomorrow, and that's okay. I'm gonna have to sit with the fact that I didn't reach 40 miles this week, and it hurts me a little bit, but I'll be fine. It's just mileage. More of this. I'm not feeling like eating because I'm real hot. But again, we're training here. We're trying to figure out this whole nutrition thing. So sometimes you gotta force feed, even when your body's telling you, I don't want freaking prunes. That's gross. It's hot, man. I don't want to digest that, but your body will thank you. So that's when the head comes in. Sometimes you got to override, but that's what happens with time on your feet. You learn what your body is telling you and what that needs to be matched with from your brain. That's why we have a brain, don't you know? Okay, we're on 4. Get this 5th one down. And we're off to the races again. I'm trying to get this done in less than 4 hours, so I think it's possible. Anyway, I'm pretty much out of water, so that's not cool, but it happens in races, so I'm gonna get back to the running part. I'm chafing hardcore, and that's really getting to me a little bit. I'm getting a little upset about that, I'm not gonna lie. It's warm. Without water, it's extra warm. So that's that. It's the little things in life that make me happy, like having all my running clothes organized by color, and this is all I need. This is all I need for my Colorado trip. I am headed to Del Norte, Colorado to run tons of trails, gain a lot of vertical feet, and rest like a champion. This is a week that I have that I wanted to end my Mission Race Ready Phase 1 on, and this is basically a treat to myself. The runs that I've shown in this video are on trails, they're beautiful, but a lot of the runs that I've done in my training log have been in the basement of the airport, and that's literally a hallway that I run 700 times back and forth because it's not very big. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to subscribe, like, that would be awesome. It supports my channel. And if you're looking for a fun event for November, please join me at the Franklin Mountains weekend. You don't necessarily have to do the 50K. There are lots of varying races that have different distances and vertical gain, and it's just gonna be a really fun weekend. If you're going, please comment below so I know, and I can say hey. And one other thing, if you're really interested in following my training and what's going on and the races that I'll be doing, you can follow my Strava. I'll link that down below, and I'll also put the race link to register down below as well. So it's gonna be super fun. It's out in El Paso, good old Texas. So you guys have a wonderful day and happy trails.